Wow, 75 on the control board. Hello YouTube and welcome. With some serious delay, it's finally time to do a comparison between the latest Parkside Performance cordless impact drill, the model with the 150 Nm of torque, and the latest Milwaukee cordless impact drill with 158 Nm of torque. Compared one to another, Milwaukee has a smaller form factor. It's about 3 cm shorter. Milwaukee is 1.5 kilograms, while Parkside is 1.7. Both machines are equipped with a brushless motor and a 2-speed gearbox. On Parkside, the gear selector requires less power, and if you ask me, it's a little bit more convenient to operate. On Parkside, there's an additional selector for choosing between drilling, screwing, and hammer drilling. Of course, there's a torque regulating collet with 25 predefined torque levels, which only works in screwing mode. On Milwaukee, there's also a torque regulating collet, which however combines in it the selector for drilling and hammer drilling. The predefined torque levels are only 16. Drilling and hammer drilling. Both machines come with an additional handle, which on Parkside is simply ridiculous. Like I already said in a previous video, I could make a better handle with a potato masher and 2 zip ties. Those tiny plastic teeth over here should prevent twisting when using this 150 Nm monster. On the other side, we have this really hardcore metal handle from Milwaukee, combining steel and aluminium. You can clearly see the difference. As it goes for the fancy features, both machines have kickback control. On Parkside, you have to use the Ready to Connect functionality and your smartphone in order to deactivate the function. On Milwaukee, this is the model without one key functionality. In order to deactivate the kickback control, you have to press the trigger 5 times when the rotation selector is in neutral. Currently, the kickback control is off. Let's activate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And voila, really simple. Unfortunately, there's no easy way on Parkside. You have to use your smartphone. Of course, if this was one key model, you can additionally tune the kickback control using the one key application. According to Parkside, in first gear, the rotation speed should be 550 RPMs max, and in second gear, 2200. Let's verify that. A little bit less than 550. Second gear. Again, a little bit less. Milwaukee specifies 500 RPMs max in first gear and 2100 in second. Again, less than the specified. Something on Parkside that was present on the non-impact model also. When you press the trigger really gently, the motor starts at certain RPMs, and a fraction of a second later the RPMs go lower. Most likely some sort of a bug on the motor control. I haven't seen this on Milwaukee, Bosch or DeWalt. Let's try absolutely the same on Milwaukee. The RPMs are all constant. Also, on Milwaukee, the trigger is way more precise. Well guys, this is what we can find in the two machines. Both are using brushless motors with Hall sensor. The control board of Milwaukee and its brushless motor. The control board of Parkside. If you ask me, the thing that makes the real difference is the gearbox. On Milwaukee, only half of it is made from plastic. You can see the hammering mechanism inside. While on Parkside, all of the gearbox is in plastic housing. As it goes for the two chucks, I think they both are manufactured by ROM in Germany. On Parkside, that's for sure. You can see ROM, Germany. On Milwaukee, there's not much information on the chuck. But the design highly resembles the design made by ROM. After disassembling the two machines, I could tell for sure that Milwaukee is better built with more rigid plastic, but who knows, maybe Parkside will perform better in the tests. I will start with relatively soft pine wood and an Oygar drill bit, 22 millimeters. Again, I will be using a relatively soft wood, pine wood. Continuing with some really hard beech wood. Let's try something different. I will try to measure the torque at which the machine will stall using this torque adapter. As I'm pretty sure the beech wood is too hard for this thick 11mm screw, I will be screwing it in holes already made by this 6mm screw. .55 Newton meters on the adapter. but the drill seems dead. I really hope this is the overload protection. Super strange, no smoke, no funny smell, but completely dead. The terminals also look in perfect health. Well, it turned out that the problem is not in my TV set, like we used to say in Bulgaria. Otherwise, the problem is not in the drill. The problem is in the battery. Before disassembling the battery, I will try absolutely the same exercise with Milwaukee. .64 Newton meters. And the Milwaukee is still functioning. Let's try to unscrew it now. .49. Funny thing is that I heard one really nasty cracking inside Milwaukee. I really hope that's not the gearbox. The problem is indeed within the battery. The fuse blew out. It seems that the drill is too powerful for the battery. Continuing with the second 8 amps hour battery. You can see the drill is completely cold. Highest temperature 25 degrees. Let's measure the temperature after those 3 attempts. .52, 53 over here on the control board. Let's do one more. Pretty strange. I'm sure this one should be the over temperature protection. Yeah, this is the over temperature. Let's see. Wow, 75 on the control board. Really hot. As you can see, Milwaukee is also really cold. Let's now measure the temperature. 43 over here. The control board seems pretty cold. Let's continue. And one more. And yes, this is the over temperature protection of Milwaukee. .65. The control board is again pretty cold. .65 on the motor. 68, sorry. Nope. The protection. Oh no. I think maybe it's the battery. The battery is flashing. Let's remove it. Yeah. The battery is dead. After recharging the battery, Milwaukee is working like new. Unfortunately, during the tests I had no second battery, so I cannot tell for sure whether the drill stopped due to our overload protection or simply because of a dead battery. However, Milwaukee managed to sustain way lower temperature than Parkside, so I will declare it as a winner. It's time for some hammering. This over here is 10 centimeters concrete pave. I will be using two brand new drill bits, 12 millimeters in diameter. To make things really fair, I've attached 5 kilograms of weight on each drill. Those 5 kilograms will be pushing the drills against the pave, and my hand will only be gently squeezing the trigger and preventing the drills from freely rotating. let's see now how Milwaukee will do. Milwaukee is the clear winner here. 2 minutes less for drilling that pave. Well, what can I say in the end? Both are great machines, but Milwaukee is definitely the better one. That's it, guys. I think the video says enough. If you like it, thumbs up and subscribe.